Hello, Group 5. I hope you're doing great. As I promised you, this will be like a quick video where I explain to you my points of view or the advices that I have for you to create your group of sessions. So, let me start by saying that you can change the name of the sessions that I put you. I just like chose those names because those names reference directly like the the chapters of the U theory book, so it's easier for you to pick them or to reference them. But you're totally free to change the name of the sessions, and as long as you accomplish the main objectives of the sessions, you are totally free to create any type of session. And I mean an indoor session, a dynamic session, a calm session. As long as you feel that it's the right thing to do, I think that's why you were chosen for the FASI team. So I trust in your criteria. Another advice would be please be lean with the materials. Remember that every session that you're going to create, 10 home groups are going to live it at the same time. So if you're planning to have one flip chart, it's going to be multiplied by 10. If you're planning to have 3 flip charts, it's going to be 30 flip charts, for example. So I'm not saying that you should like restrict yourselves in terms of the materials. Just try to be lean and try to make it like as practical as possible without losing the essence of the sessions. I just want to also remember you that I picked you for this team, for group 5, because of your focus to results. I think you 4 are the most focused to results that I can find in the FASI team. And being that practical, I think that's a great advantage for this group of sessions, because it's all about the right part of the U. It's all about crystallizing and prototyping. That means taking what you have learned and putting them into action. I think you 4 are really good at this part. Remember that you are one of the 2 groups that it's actually in charge of one day. I mean, all of your sessions are going to happen on day 6, and the biggest content is about crystallizing and prototyping. So, I mean, you're almost part of like you're creating one side of the U. But this project or this side of the U does not end there. Like you need to take it into account whenever you're creating the sessions, that your sessions are going to be the start of something, because this is the end of nulls, and this is the end of the pit stop of the journey to your best version. So once you finish this should lead the delegates to a higher sense of commitment to their passions and to their projects. So another thing to keep in mind before going directly to the sessions is that your sessions are going to be consecutive. So try to keep in mind 2 things. First, the start and the finish of each one, like you have a really good advantage here, is that you're going to take the 4 sessions that are going to be divided just by lunch or by breaks. So in that sense, you need to have a clear focus when one session finishes and when one session starts. If you want to merge 2 sessions, for me it's totally fine, as long as they are consecutive and as long as the objectives are fulfilled. Totally fine for me, but please let me know. And the other thing that I want you to keep in mind is the separation in terms of content, because you're going to have like this space for 1 hour and then this space for another hour. If you feel that this content needs a little bit more, take it into account that you're going to have less time for the next one. So please, just things for you to take in mind. And now let's talk about the 4 sessions. The first one, as you know, is letting come. So 2 advices here for you to understand the thing about letting come. I think everything is in the book, but 2 advices from my side. First, they should realize that up until that point, they actually have let go of a lot of things. So in order, as the U says, when you're going down, you let go here, and then you start letting come in order to go up. So they should realize, and that could be like guiding questions, that they let go of a lot of things. So what have they let go before or like after day 5 or after that gala dinner to start day 6? And the second thing is a thing that I already wrote that I just want to make emphasize. This session's objectives is to establish habits or behaviors that are going to bring me closer to my best version. So I need to establish that once I let go of a lot of things, now I need to let come some things. And what are those things? Those things may not be money, may not be material things, but they may be skills or they may be behaviors or habits. So what are those and how can I let them come? The second session is the power of intention. So 3 things here. First, they should realize that intention is actually the first step towards achieving these projects, but not the only one. I mean, intention is as good as it gets, but only with intention you're not going to achieve anything. So it's a matter of translating it into action. The second thing is that they should know, when I mean they, I mean the delegates, of course, they should know that there should be a balance between planning and executing. It could be a great session to start planning, for example, my next month or my next 2 weeks or something. But if you're focused too much on planning, then that's a lot of vision but no action. And if you focus too much on executing, that's a lot of action with no vision. So it's a matter of actually keeping the balance. And finally, if you guys know some tools about transforming vision and intention into action, that could be like a great space to have these tools. For the third session called Reviewing and Awakening, this could be like my challenge for you. I don't have this clear in my head, but I actually somehow want this to be a more dynamic session. Because this awakening part, it's about like, hey, things need to get done, but right now. So it's all about prototyping. So it's all about creating and failing and knowing that failing is really good. So it's about reviewing what happened and awakening. I mean, like if you want to fail fast, just as the book says, because that means that you're going to be constantly prototyping and destroying your prototypes to create even better ones. My last advice for this session here is if you talk to group 1, the group with Lutz, Wendy, Paulo, and Aurelia, if you talk to them, they are the group that is focused on the voices. So this could be a good session to actually summarize the voices sessions and to put them into action. So in which part do I need to think with the head? In which part with the heart? With the head, with the hand, and with the heart. So that could be like a group synergy between group 5 and group 1, and this could be like a great session to summarize what, like, when they went through these thresholds of the voices. Finally, for the feedback environment session, 3 things. First, how the home group, and when I mean home group, I mean FASIS included, is going to keep track of their projects. So that means like if a home group or a person in the home group says that he or she is going to do something, how can I support he or she, or him or her, sorry, to keep track of this project to make it fulfilled? The second thing is, how are you going to value this experience that you had after this time? So everything happens for a reason. That's one of my biggest thoughts. And I mean, you were here for something. So when I mean here, I mean in this specific home group at NALS. So how are you going to value destiny, karma, or God, or whatever you call it, that put you there, and bring this home group like to a higher state of mind in terms of, okay, what happened here should be for something. And the third thing is that remember that failing is good. Scheiter heiter, if you know German. That means that if you put a really strict calendar for the delegates and they fail once, then they might feel down. But for example, if you put them goals to fulfill 300 out of 365 days, that could be a good start. Or for example, to let them know that if they don't meet once a month, that's nice. But they are like supposed to be doing this, like they're supposed to commit to what they prepare. So I think I already talked for a lot of time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me and the external. I'm going to present you the external later on this day or maybe tomorrow. Please feel free to ask us if you need anything about the book, or ask Dagma, the chair, and we'll be here for you. And I hope you have a really, really amazing group session creation group experience. Thanks a lot, guys. Warm regard from Colombia. Goodbye.